Welcome, everybody, to the Illinois Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. And thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our panelists at any time. Your camera and microphone are both off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for any additional sessions. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Illinois. With that being said, I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter. So if our representative from Illinois Central College can join us, please.
Hello. I hope I'm sharing the right screen. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Rodney San Jose. I go by RC. I'm the Director for Admissions here at Illinois Central College, and thank you for coming here this evening. You may not know a whole lot about Illinois Central College, as we are a two-year school, so we're only a two-year institution offering mostly associate's degrees and certificate degrees. We are located here in Central Illinois, which is about 3 hours south of Chicago and 3 hours north of St. Louis. We have a population of just under 400,000 people, and that area plays a very important part to our students and what the area has to offer. First of all, we have Caterpillar who's here that has many jobs here for manufacturing and transportation. We also have 3 major hospitals, the University of Illinois, that we work very closely with in providing internships and co-ops and experimental classrooms for our healthcare students. We also have a number of business here that many of our students take some internships, like Maui Jim World Headquarters is here. We have some regional headquarters like State Farm that are here also at the same time. We also have a lot of recreational areas here, which is very important to our students because they're not studying, as many college students are not studying all the time. So the bike trails, there's recreational biking trails walking trails that we have here. We also have Peoria Civic Center with concerts and events, and professional minor league baseball and hockey are also here. And of course, we do have shopping, but I think shopping is a little bit different than it was back maybe over a year ago. The campus itself, we are about 9,000 total students, so we're much larger than a lot of people give us credit for. We are the largest community college in downstate Illinois, where most of our students are from the region right here in our district, but we do represent 15 states, and we do also have students that come from about 22 different countries. So we do have a number of students that attend out of our district here. What many people don't know is that our college is made up of 3 campuses. We have a very small campus in a town that's just south of here in Pekin, and then we have a Peoria campus, which has a much larger campus that houses probably about a third of our students. Many of our students in health careers, and nursing and respiratory therapy, and physical therapy, and occupational therapy. And we also have culinary arts, and our law enforcement programs are all at the Peoria campus. And then East Peoria campus has most of our programs here, and the other 2/3 are here at East Peoria campus, which is the main campus here for Illinois Central College. But all of our campuses, that all of our students can take their gen ed courses and at the same time take their courses that they're studying. We have over 150 areas of study, and that's something unique to a community college and for a school like Illinois Central College. And we have areas in agriculture, industrial technologies, manufacturing. We have the traditional arts and behavioral sciences, where many of our students are also taking their gen ed courses. We have business and information technology, humanities, where also gen ed courses are for our students, but also literature and philosophy and English. Our health careers, I mentioned a little bit about that. And then traditional math, science, and engineering with many of our students with pre-med, pre-dental, pre-engineering. Those are the programs that we offer here. Now, many of our students also are undecided. It is our most popular program here, as many other schools, where many students come here just not truly sure what they want to major in. Our Career Center is here to help students. We help with students as early as their high school years, but we also start as soon as they get here and trying to find who they are and match their strengths and weaknesses and what their skill set really is and try to find some programs out there. At the same time, we try to find programs that are more in demand at the same time. Here's the 3 programs that we offer. The associates, our associates programs, and then we have also associates in applied science and our certificate programs. Many of you don't know that we do have 1-year certificates. Our certificates are really for people that just want to learn what they need to. They're not taking general courses, they're just taking courses that are related to the major, and then we get on to, they get into the workforce right away. But our 2 most popular programs are Associates in Applied Science and Associates in Arts and Science. Our Associates in Arts and Associates in Science are probably the 2 most popular programs where many of our students are transferring on to a foreign institution. We have many partnerships. We even have a couple of colleges, universities that are actually on our campus already. So they do not actually, our students don't actually have to leave campus. They actually can continue their 4-year degree here right on ICC's campus with our campuses of 4-year partnerships that are right here on location. But we also have a number of partnerships with in-state and out-of-state universities where in many cases you can be accepted to ICC and also be accepted to 4-year school of your choice as long as you maintain a certain GPA. Of course, we work very closely with you to make sure all of your courses transfer to your transfer destination. At the same time, if you graduate from Illinois Central College, you have completed the Illinois Articulation Initiative, where in theory, you have completed all the gen ed courses at your 4-year destination in Illinois, that would be. Student life is very important here. We have over 40 student organizations. We encourage you to get involved. Maybe you've been involved in something in high school, but maybe you want to try something new, and what a great opportunity to try it here in college and then carry it on to your foreign institution. Our average class size here is about 15. So we have a very, very intimate environment where all of our classes are taught by professors, where they are full-time professors teaching and sometimes working at the same time. So what they learn outside the classroom, they bring in the classroom. But going back to student life, we encourage you to get involved. And something that's also very unique to Illinois Central College is we're one of only 2 community colleges in Illinois that have residential housing. We have close to 400 beds here on campus.
Thank you so much, Illinois Central College. Next up, if we can have Xavier College join us.
Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. My name is Julie Nelson. I'm the Regional Recruitment Director at Xavier, and I work with students from Illinois. So glad to be here, glad to see you. So just a little bit about Xavier. We are in Cincinnati, Ohio, which is about 5 hours from the Chicago area, about an hour and a half from Indianapolis. So if you can judge where you're there. And if you know anything about Xavier, you probably know that we are the Xavier Musketeers. And so the Musketeers have a saying that goes all for one and one for all. And that's really how we incorporate everybody into our experience at Xavier. You're part of the Xavier community from day one, and you've got a crew of people looking out for you. One of the first crews of people that are looking out for you are these guys. This is our move crew. And on the day you move into your residence hall as a freshman, this group of people in their highlighter yellow shirts are there waiting to welcome you, not only to welcome you, but to carry all of your stuff up to your room. So it's a great way to really expose you to this is our Xavier family, but also to put it in a very visible way that we are all for one. So just a little bit about our student body. We are a medium-sized Catholic Jesuit institution, so about 5,000 undergrads and about 2,000 graduate students. What I really love about that size is that we're big enough that there's always somebody new to meet, but small enough that our average class size is 20 students. And so when you're in those classes of 20, because our students come from all over, you're just as likely to have friends from Cincinnati and Cleveland and Columbus, Ohio, as you are to have friends from Boston and from San Diego and from Minneapolis and St. Louis and Indianapolis. You really get exposed to a lot of different interests and backgrounds, students of all kinds of majors. And I think that really adds to the experience you have on campus, that it's not just enough to get the right answer on a test, but to learn from each other and figure out who do you want to be and how do you want to be that. I did mention that we are a Catholic school. You do not have to be Catholic to come. We have about 18 different religions represented on campus. So no matter how you believe, or even if you don't believe, you have a home at Xavier, and we want you to be part of that experience. We have about 90 programs of study, so lots of things to choose from, but I would say these 10 are usually the most popular of our majors. Our nursing program is a direct entry nursing program, so it's a 4-year BSN. Our Williams College of Business has 9 different undergraduate majors. I want to point out our finance major only because we do have our own capital fund on campus. So students who are interested in finance can be part of the D'Artagnan Capital Fund. And every year we give those students $3.5 million of Xavier money to invest. And every year we still have $3.5 million and then some. So it's a great learning tool for those students. A great College of Professional Sciences. So this is where you'll find things like our psychology program, exercise science, sports management, and then of course our College of Liberal Arts and Sciences pretty much encompasses everything else you might want to study. I do want to point out our biomedical sciences major, which is our preparation for medical school or any kind of professional school. Last year, 92% of our students who applied to med school got in. The national average there is about 47%. So we do pretty well. Again, kind of putting that all for one to the test. Every student at Xavier gets what we call a success team. So coming in as a freshman, you have access to not only an academic advisor, which is pretty standard at a lot of schools, but you'll also have a dedicated financial aid counselor, a success coach, and that's somebody that can help you through the bumps in the road that naturally occur as a freshman. And then we'll add a career coach to the mix as a sophomore. So we want you to know that, yeah, we're not going to come shake you out of bed. Again, we're not a tiny school. But this whole team of people is there making sure that you are going to be successful. Of course, it's not all work. It's a lot of fun too. We are a Division I institution. This is our home basketball stadium. It's right on campus. Unfortunately, no NCAA appearance for us this year, but it usually happens. There's about 10,000 seats here again for a school of 5,000. We pack this, we sell it out every home game. But tickets are free for students, and that's not just for basketball, that's for all of our activities. We're just about 10 minutes from downtown Cincinnati, so a great place to work, to play, to explore. If you want to come see us, we are open for visitors, buildings open, campus open, tours available. We're doing Monday through Friday visits as well as Saturday visits through May 1st, and then we're adding some Sunday visits in April. All of this experience really adds up to the fact that within 6 months of graduation, 98% of our students have a job, are in graduate school, or doing some kind of dedicated volunteer program. So we really, again, support our students, not just on that first day when we move you in, not just to say, hey, be part of that community, but also looking forward, knowing this has been a great experience for you at Xavier. But it's time now for you to, as St. Ignatius would have said, go out and set the world on fire. Take those gifts and those talents and those skills that you have and use them to make the world a better place. Certainly, there's lots of great information on our website, but if you've got specific questions for me, I'm always happy to answer those. Either shoot me an email or pick up the phone and give me a call. But really, if you can, come and visit Xavier, get to know us, and see what we mean by all for one. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Xavier University. If I can have our representative from the University of Wisconsin-Stout join us next.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here with you all. My name is Emily Nelson. I'm one of our freshman admissions counselors here in the admissions office at UW-Stout. We are located here in Menominee, Wisconsin. You may not know where Menominee, Wisconsin is, so I'll tell you a little bit about where we are. We're about an hour away from Minneapolis-St. Paul, the Twin Cities metro area in Minnesota. We're about 3 hours or so away from the Madison area and just over 5 hours away from the Chicago and surrounding areas. We are a small town here in Menominee of about 16,000 people, not including our student population. Here on campus, our layout is fairly compact, so everything is within a few minutes walk for you as a student living on campus. Our academic buildings, administrative buildings, dining, workout facilities all surround the residence halls. We're just a hop, skip away from Lake Menomin here in town. The only thing that separates our campus from Lake Menomin is Main Street, historic downtown of Menominee. So we're very well integrated with the heart of Menominee, our campus being just along that historic downtown and close to the lake, which the whole town surrounds. On campus, we have about 8,000 students enrolled. Most of those students are undergraduate students. We are a 4-year university. 14% of our students are graduate students here at Stout. On average, your class sizes are going to be fairly small, about 23 students on average in a lecture class and about 17 on average in a lab section. We were given Wisconsin's Polytechnic designation. We are Wisconsin's Polytechnic University in 2007 by the Board of Regents. We help our students become career ready through our 3 Polytechnic tenets: career focus, applied learning, and collaboration. We work very closely with business and industry, helping you begin to network early on in your college experience. Almost all of our students leave having completed an internship or a co-op or some type of field experience related to their major or area of study. You'll find many interactive classrooms. Gonna go back here just a moment. You'll find many interactive classrooms here on campus. We have 3 times as many labs as we do lecture spaces here on campus. So you're gonna be learning by doing here at Stout. We offer programs in 6 different career pathways or clusters. Overall, there are 45 plus majors here to choose from on campus. We offer programs in art, design, and graphics, business and management, education, human and social sciences, information technology and communications, and then science, math, and engineering. We do also offer students interested in the health sciences or law to choose one of our pre-professional pathways if they're hoping to attend medical school or law school following their 4-year degree. Life at Stout is fairly lively. There's lots going on. We have over 150 active clubs and organizations on campus. Students can identify something to get involved in through our Pick One campaign. We help students really find their home and place here on campus. Many different things to get involved in and ways to engage and make friends here on campus. We have lots of events throughout the year from artists, musicians, speakers, and comedians. We are a D3 school here. Many students do like to get out and support those events as well. We have opportunities for the performing arts from choir, band, to theater. Opportunities for our students to get involved with research within their undergraduate years. We also have many study abroad opportunities for our students, typically in over 40 different countries. Whether you want to go for a couple weeks or a whole academic term, there's something for everyone. Overall, our tuition and fees do include textbooks and laptops for you here at Stout. We are a participating school in the Midwest Student Exchange Program for students in Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, and beyond may qualify for a reduced tuition rate here. We have fun and active residence halls for our students with lots of support with resident advisors, lots of activities and fun things. Our dining program is all self-operated. If you ask the students, they'd say the food's pretty good. I think they do a great job here on campus. There's lots of different options and places for you to eat here on campus. And our dining service is ranked in the top 5% nationally for student satisfaction. If you're interested in applying, it's a fairly simple process for us here currently. We accept applications through the UW System app or the Common App and a copy of your high school transcripts. Our current application fee is $0. We do accept rolling admissions here at Stout, and we're currently a test optional school. I want to thank you for joining us today. I appreciate you taking the time to learn about Stout, and I wish you the best on your college search and journey. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have further questions. I, as well as the rest of our team here at Stout, are more than happy to help along the way.
Yeah, thank you so much to our representative of the University of Wisconsin-Stout. Now, if I can have our representative from the University of Toledo join us, please.
I would be happy to. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Johnny Horn, and I am a senior admission counselor at the University of Toledo in Toledo, Ohio. If you are unfamiliar with the city of Toledo, we are actually the 4th largest in Ohio after Columbus, Cleveland, and Cincinnati. So we have a really nice sized city. I have a picture of downtown to kind of give you a feel of where we are. And we're about 4 hours from the downtown Chicago area. At the University of Toledo, we have a mid-sized campus of around 16,000 undergraduate students. I like to say we're the perfect size institution because you can make us feel as large as you'd like it or as small as you'd like it. We have over 15 Division I NCAA athletic teams, I should say. So if you like that rah-rah athletic feel for campus, we definitely can provide you that with your free admission to all of the home games. We have over 400 student organizations for you to be involved in and 9 residence halls for you to choose from as a first-year student. But in the classroom, we do try to keep it as small as possible. Our average class size is about 28 students per class, and about 80% of our classes are taught by full-time faculty and staff. So even as a first-year student, you'll be in classes with the experts in your field, learning from them and developing those relationships, which is really important. We have over 120 undergraduate programs for you to choose from, and they range in all different types. We're most well known for our programs in health science, like nursing, pharmacy, and any pre-health profession, as well as engineering and business. But I was a psychology major as an undergraduate student, and I'm currently in grad school in the College of Education. So again, all of your academic interest will have an opportunity to be explored at the University of Toledo. We are known for our comprehensive offerings. We're actually one of 27 universities in the country to have such a wide array of options for students, including our 3 professional schools. And we have pathways for all of those programs. So for law, we have a 3+3 law program where students can cut down on the time it takes to complete both a bachelor's and law degree. We have our Back to MD program, which is our pathway to the University of Toledo Medical School, where students can apply as high school seniors to secure an interview with our med school admission committee, as well as waive the MCAT requirement. And we also have a pharmacy contingent admission program where students can apply as high school seniors directly to our PharmD program and secure that spot as early as their first year at the University of Toledo. We also have a pre-health advising center that helps all of our students who are interested in the health sciences and going on with their study. So lots of support in achieving your academic career goals, as well as getting out there and thinking about graduate school and things like that. All of our programs have some aspect of hands-on learning with it. So for example, in the College of Engineering, our students are required to do 3 semesters of co-op. In the College of Business, students are required to do at least 1 paid internship. As a psychology student, I was involved in undergraduate research, and I also studied abroad. So really all of our programs have a wide array of opportunities for you to really put what you're learning in the classroom to practice, which is really important. As far as our application process goes, we are available on the Common App, so you can apply that way, or we have a University of Toledo specific application that you can use. Our application opens August 1st each year, and our priority deadline to apply is December 1st. That will help you maximize your scholarship opportunities, but we do have rolling admission at the university. We have different pathways for you to choose from for admission. So we have a traditional pathway that includes ACT and SAT scores. And we also have a test optional admission pathway. So we would love to talk to you before you apply to make sure you're maximizing your best opportunities for admission as well as scholarships at the university. We're also super scoring both the ACT and SAT. So please do make sure you send all of your test scores to us if you do take the test. There are a lot of different scholarship opportunities at Toledo. Although we are an out-of-state institution for students in Illinois, we do have an out-of-state specific merit scholarship that covers the majority of our out-of-state surcharge, and that is combined with our merit scholarship. So our Illinois students can earn anywhere from $9,500 to $14,500 in scholarships just by submitting an application. We also have a presidential scholarship, which is a full ride, as well as academic college and major specific scholarships that students can apply for. Visiting campus is definitely something that you all should focus on in your college journey. You know, most of us are opening back up, and at Toledo, we have both in-person and virtual options. So we have a preview day coming up for juniors and some virtual webinars and a tour available on our website. Thank you guys so much. Here's my contact information, and I'll also add it in the chat.
Thank you so much for our representative from the University of Toledo. Next up, if I could have the representative from Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville.
Hi, sorry, here I am. My name is Micah Jones. I'm an admission counselor here at SIUE. With me is my coworker, Lindsay. We're going to go ahead and we are going to jump into where I can share my screen. I have been a part of the SIUE family since 2013. I did my undergrad here as well as grad school. I also was a part of the women's basketball team here for 6 years. I was a double redshirt senior. I sold my knees to get some degrees. I do have my master's degree in college student personnel administration, and I have my bachelor's of science in psychology with a minor of criminal justice, all from SIUE. So we can go ahead and we'll dive right in. So we'll get started. Your average class size here is 21. That's great. It makes it personable. You know them, they know who you are. Your student to faculty ratio is going to be about 15:1. We're 25 minutes from downtown St. Louis. There's always something fun to do there. Lots of free stuff too, just so you know. You have the art museum, science museum, the zoo, all sorts of stuff. We have 300 million in campus improvements. Since I have been here, they're always doing something. Sometimes it's annoying, but sometimes it's super cool. They just put a Starbucks in the library. My freshman year, they were working on the engineering building. Personally, one of my favorites. It has blue glass on the outside, and our students helped design it. We have more than 13,000 students here on campus. 2,000 of those are in grad school. Don't worry, they only come out at night. And we are 2020 safest college campuses in America, number 9 in the nation and number 2 in Illinois. For academic excellence here at SIUE, we have 353 areas of study, 127 undergraduate, 107 graduate, 64 undergraduate minors, 19 graduate certificates, 11 pre-professional, and 25 doctoral. We offer the College of Arts and Sciences, School of Business, School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior, School of Engineering, School of Dental Medicine, School of Nursing, and School of Pharmacy. If they have the little asterisk by them, that just means that we offer direct entry into those programs. So how to apply to SIUE? The materials you would need is your application, that $40 application fee, unless you know someone who's an alumni, which is me, by the way. We do have an alumni fee waiver, which I would gladly take care of. And we will need your official high school transcript. The fall application deadline was December 1st, and the final deadline will be May 1st. And then your typical SIUE freshman profile is your class rank is 79% within the top 50% of your high school class. And also for fall 2021, we are still not requiring your test scores. So paying for college, what we really care about, we'll start with the tuition. We do offer in-state tuition to all 50 states, just so you guys know. It's going to start off about $9,000. One nice thing about that is we're going to lock you in at that price. Something crazy happens the next year, we're at $30,000. Don't worry, you came at $9,000 and we're going to keep you there for the next 4 years. We have general student fees, which is about $3,000. One big thing that goes into that is your books. We do not make you guys pay for books. We call it a rental process. You rent them in the beginning of the semester. If you don't return them in the end, then we'll charge you. And then for room and board, that'll be about $10,000 if you decide to stay on campus. Included with that is a meal plan. It's called 60/40. So that means, let's say the line at Chick-fil-A is short today. So we're going to go eat that. $10, you get 60% off, and it's only going to be $4. One thing that most people do not know is you actually get 40% back of that money of whatever's left on your card after that year. I didn't know that my freshman year. Another big thing that we care about is scholarship opportunities. We have the Meridian, Cougar Pride, and Jonetta Haley. And then through your financial aid will be the SIU grant and the SIU commitment. We'll start with the Meridian, the big dog. It's the only one that you need to submit a supplemental profile to. So you apply to that separately. It covers, like I said, the whole 9 yards. You need to have a minimum 3.5 GPA, a 1260 SAT, or ACT with 27 or higher just to be considered. We only give out 20 of them. Then we have the Cougar Pride. There's 2 tiers of that. We'll start with the first one, $16,000 over 4 years for freshmen with a minimum 3.5 GPA, SAT of a 1260 or higher, or an ACT of a 27 or higher. And then we have also the second tier, $12,000 over 4 years. You have a 3.0 GPA, SAT of an 1130 or higher, or an ACT of a 23 or higher. Then we offer the Jonetta Haley Scholarship, which is up to $8,000 over 4 years. Minimum 3.0 GPA, SAT of an 1130, or an ACT of a 23 or higher. The difference between the Cougar Pride and Jonetta Haley is that Jonetta Haley is for people who are underrepresented in their field of study. Then we have the SIUE grant, which is up to $4,000 per academic year, which, like I said, that's all done through your FAFSA. And then we have the SIUE commitment, which is new, and SIUE will cover tuition and mandatory fees and course fees to close the gap for families with incomes less than $63,000 and assets less than $50,000. Things that we offer here at SIUE, we have our undergraduate research creative activities. You can lead your own research project or serve as a research assistant, work closely with faculty mentors, earn award stipends or course credit. We also have an honors program. You can join a community of high achieving scholars and faculty advisors, exclusive honor seminar courses, and you get priority registration. We also do have studying abroad as well. I did this 2 years ago. I went with criminal justice, poli-sci, and pharmacy, time of my life. There are 100 of study abroad opportunities, 1 to 6 week options. There's full semesters, summer or year, and it is an intensive language study programs. Life is good here on campus. We have our Arts and Issues series, a student fitness center, which you guys can work out in for free, campus activities board, and esports arena. We have intramural and club sports, which I am the liaison for as well. And we have fraternity and sorority life, theater and dance productions. We also have more than 250 student organizations. And if there's something here on campus that we don't have, if you can get yourself and 4 other people, we will create it for you. We want everyone to feel included and feel like they have something to do here. We are Division I. Most people don't know that because we are kind of smaller, but that's okay. We're part of the OVC and the MAC. You can get into all these sporting events for free. And if you don't like sports, go and get the free stuff. They're always giving out t-shirts, cups, and all sorts of stuff. And then we'll go to home. We do have for places for you to live your freshman year. You have Woodland, Prairie, and Bluff. And then there's Sweet Style, and there are focused interest communities. And then just little reminders, if you guys can get a little pick of what that is. And then that's us. Office of Admissions, phone number, fax number, and ways to get with us on social media.
Thank you so much for our representatives from the Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. And last but not least, I do want to present our representative from Eastern Illinois University. If you can join. Awesome. Take the floor, please.
Thank you so much. I'm going to say something, students, that you guys have heard probably 17 million times. I'm going to get ready to share my screen and get you guys going. So once again, my name is Omar Akil Solomon. I am a regional admissions counselor at Eastern Illinois University. I'm also a proud alum of EIU. I graduated in 2009 with a degree in communication studies. I've been working in admissions at EIU for 10 years now. So actually I had hair when I started. It's been so long. And I'm so excited to talk to you guys a little bit about EIU today. Let's get this going. There we go. So founded in 1895, we're a medium-sized university. So we're not too big, not too small. Everything that a large university has, but in a medium-sized package. Located in Charleston, Illinois, that is in the East Central region part of our state, about 2.5 hours from the Chicagoland area, also about 2 hours from the St. Louis region, the Indianapolis area, so 45 minutes south of Champaign. So we're not too big, we're not too small. It's everything that a large university has, but in a medium-sized package. One thing we like to say is that we are sized for success here at Eastern, okay? So I compare it to my favorite movie of all time. Students, you might have seen it before. It's called High School Musical. Feel free to type in the chat if you did. We're all in this together here at EIU. We bop to the top because we're breaking free, because you are the music in me. But enough about that. Let's talk about the majors that we have to offer. Over 90 plus majors and minors to choose from here at our university. We're originally founded as an education school. We're the second largest producers for teachers in the state of Illinois. Some other popular programs include, but are also not limited to, business, so management, analytics, international business, the pre-health professions, so pre-dentistry. We have nursing here at EIU. We have opportunities for communication studies, there's sports management, psychology, you name it. You have all of these opportunities to be successful at a university. But the key thing about that, being a medium-sized school, it's a 14-to-1 student to faculty ratio. 17 to 18 is your average classroom size. So you actually have faculty members that want to teach you, with 99% of those classes being taught by faculty members or full-time professors, and not graduate students. That's so important. It's so vital for the development for our students, because our faculty, they're not there for research. They want to reach out to you, they want to talk to you, and they want to get to know you on a personal level. I can say that as an alum myself. All right. Third highest graduation and retention rates in the state of Illinois. So once again, we are all in as soon as you step foot on campus as a prospective student, as a junior, sophomore, as a senior, and also once you're an admitted student. We're all in for our students. We provide opportunities. If you're undecided, if the shoulder shrugs your most popular major, it's okay. We're definitely here to assist you. There's internship opportunities to our career services. There's study abroad opportunities in a normal cycle. In terms of our career services, close to 91% of our students secure a job or get placed in graduate school within 5 to 6 months after graduation. I think that's an amazing stat that we love to promote here at our university, because once again, we're making that investment, we're retaining our students, but most importantly, we're graduating our students, and then they're getting placed afterwards. All right. There's a lot of things that you guys can do once you're on campus. We're a Division I university. We actually compete in the same conference as SIUE, our neighbors down south. So we're in the Ohio Valley Conference. Football, basketball, track and field, you name it. Division I, as I mentioned, there's intramural sports, over 200 plus clubs. So there's academic clubs, cultural clubs, social ones. If you want to ride on a broom every day and play Harry Potter, you can play Quidditch here. We have a Quidditch team here at EIU. If you want to be in the room where it happens, you can actually start a Hamilton club. I'll wait for it. Okay. So many opportunities. We're the first residential campus in the state of Illinois, and we love our residential experience. You know, there's all male, single gender residence halls. There's themed floors for housing, for honors, soon to be for our majors. And the students that stay on campus, they graduate on time. And they also have higher GPAs for those that stay off campus as well. So we love to promote our on-campus experience here at EIU. We call it a learning community. All right. Real quick, I talked about the access to Eastern, a little bit about the atmosphere, but let's talk about how affordable we are. As you see on the screen, we rent our textbooks. That second line, it's $9.95 a credit hour. So all your textbooks are going to cost you just under $300. Your tuition is also locked in for 4 consecutive years. And you might see that number and it say, Omar, how am I going to pay for that? There are scholarship opportunities for our students. We're a test optional school. So test optional scholarships, they start with a 3.3 GPA. And the higher the GPA, the higher the scholarship opportunity. Also, if you have taken the SAT or the ACT, with a 20 or a 1030 or higher, it starts with a 3.0. There's also AIM High, which can help offset if you meet your family income is $63,000 or lower and you're an Illinois resident. We can cover your tuition and fees. And we also have our presidential scholarship, which can cover up to a full ride. Now, in order to apply EIU, you might want to start your application over the summer. We do have a website. It's free to apply. We also are a part of the Common App. So coming this fall, we will be a part of the Common App. So once again, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, I put my information inside of the chat box. Myself and all of my colleagues, we are so here to help you. Any opportunity we have to interact with students, especially in this current climate, we just jump at the bit and we love to talk to you guys. So I'll turn it back over to my colleague from StriveScan, but definitely thank you guys so much and hope to see you on campus. We also are still offering campus tours with social distancing.
Awesome. Thank you so much to our representative from Eastern Illinois University, and especially for all of our representatives that spoke today. So we have a couple of short minutes for some questions, and I want to do a quick roundabout with our presenters to see what they think. And if I can have our representative from Illinois Central College and just give your take. what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
Make sure you just keep it open. Don't just pick a college based on price. Make sure you find a school that's the right fit for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That is really something important to think about, just like options in the end. Now, if I could have our representative from Xavier College.
Sure, thanks. I would say don't be in a hurry just to make a list of schools that you've heard of. Definitely do a little bit of soul searching and figure out who you are and where your strengths lie, and make a list of things that are important to you, so that when we as colleges and universities start sending stuff to you, whether it's emails or in the actual mail, or you start visiting campuses, instead of just saying, oh my gosh, Xavier's got a pizza ATM, we do. You have to decide, is that important to me? If you love pizza, yes. If you're lactose intolerant, no.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Now, if we could have our representative from the University of Wisconsin-Stout join us.
Sure, absolutely. I would say there's so much about you as a person that may change as you're stepping into college, right? You might know what you want to study, you might not. So having that open mind, I absolutely recommend that, but also trust what feels like home. Majors can change, your path can change, but trust what feels like home.
Thank you so much for that. Can we have our representative from the University of Toledo join us?
Absolutely. My advice to you all is do not be afraid to ask questions. The college search process is a very rewarding but challenging and maybe scary one. So we as admission counselors, your high school counselors, your parents, people who went to college, they are all resources for you to utilize. So, if you can't find it on the website, or if it didn't come to you in an email and you're wondering it, ask us. We want to help you.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Sorry.
I would say the best advice I could give for going through this process is make sure you actually go visit the campus, get your feet on there, get that vibe, make sure it's something that you like. Don't feel pressured and I shouldn't say your parents, but your parents or anyone are making you want to go somewhere else. Actually go get a feel for it and see if it's what sits right in your heart. I know it's cheesy, but I mean it.
Awesome. And last but not least, if we could have our representative from Eastern Illinois University.
Sure. I definitely would say one thing I like to always tell our students is drive the car. You are the driver of the car, and allow your peers, your family, your friends, those around you to inject that fuel into that car. Sometimes as you drive, you're going to make a pit stop. You have to go to the gas station, you have to get some chips. That's high school. It has its ups and downs as you have your curves. Sometimes you got to inject your own fuel into your car, which means you have to follow up. That means you have to utilize your resources, elevate your mindset, and also lean on love. LOL. That's an acronym for you guys. Once you guys reach that finish line, you'll realize that there's still gas in the car and the marathon continues. So drive that car and you will reach that destination.
Awesome. Thank you so much, y'all. We have time for one more question. So if we can make this quick, and we'll again start off with the Illinois Central College. And the question is, what is your favorite event or tradition on campus?
Every year we have a program that's called Community Celebration, where we have over 2,000 people attend this event. And basically it's where we celebrate where 500 students that have scholarships on scholarships, and then we match them up with the people that gave them the scholarship. So it's a pretty emotional event.
That is pretty awesome. Can we also have Xavier College? Is there any traditions that come to mind?
Yes. So when our freshmen move in, we have an orientation called Manresa. And the first part of Manresa is all of our upper class leaders for that program are lined up on either side of our academic mall, and the freshmen kind of parade through and everybody cheers for them. So it's a great way to welcome them to the Xavier family.
Super, super cool. The University of Wisconsin-Stout.
Yes, absolutely. So I've been with Stout about 5 months, but I've heard a lot about our homecoming event, all the students coming together. Typically, there's programming all week long celebrating the Blue Devils. We are very Stout proud here on campus, so I'm really looking forward to that homecoming event, and I know our students also really look forward to homecoming each year.
Awesome. And the University of Toledo.
This is such a tough question for me because I love a lot of our traditions, but my favorite would be Student Appreciation Day in the spring semester, where we put on a big barbecue. There's a lot of stress relief type activities like the jumpy houses or even different like magic shows. All types of things happen in the spring just for the university to show their appreciation to why we're here, our students. So it's my favorite.
Awesome, super cool. Next up, if we could have Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville.
Perfect. So I actually have two because I'm indecisive, but one's from my freshman year and my senior year of the reason why they're my favorite tradition. My freshman year, all the freshmen have to do it. It's called Springboard to Success. That was one of my favorite events just because you get to meet all the other freshmen and everyone's just as scared as you are. And you kind of get like rooted in for that weekend. And then you come back later for that semester and you kind of see those familiar faces again. So it feels like you have friends and it just feels awesome. And then you see them like 4 years later. And then my senior year, they always do stuff, but it's open to everybody. It's called the Cougar Closet. And faculty or honestly anyone donates business professional for our students to go look around, see what fits you. It's free. You can donate it back if you want to. You don't have to. I love that because it let me know they know we're all broke college students and sometimes we can't look that nice or for, interviews. So I like that we make sure our students do look presentable when they get out there.
Awesome, thank you. And this is all really good advice. And I want to end it off with Eastern Illinois University, please.
No problem. So tough to just narrow it down. I'm a member of a Greek organization, so I won't even talk about some of those traditions, but I will say my favorite tradition is our first night event here at EIU. I've had the opportunity to host that event. It's a back to school pep rally the first night before classes. So I've had the opportunity to host that event for the past 5 years. Unfortunately, of course, due to the current pandemic, we couldn't host it, but it's such an exciting event where all of our students and the entire campus community, they come together. The football team is there. So fun fact, Jimmy Garoppolo went to EIU, so I was super cool with Jimmy when he was there with Eastern. So being able to host that and get the crowd going, I'm pretty enthusiastic if we couldn't tell by the presentation. So that's definitely my favorite event.
Great, y'all. Well, thank you so much, first of all, to our panelists for sharing all this information about their colleges and for you all for joining us for this event. When you close this window, there's going to be a very quick 4-question survey, and we appreciate any feedback that you could provide. Also, there's just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for any additional sessions. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session recording as well as all other session recordings at strivescan.com/Illinois. Have a great night, everyone, and thank you for joining us.